Beyond Meat stock is skyrocketing after news came out that they are partnering with Pepsi to produce plant-based snacks and drinks. In this video, I'm going to talk about what's happening to Beyond Meat, more about this partnership, and also going to talk about valuation with Beyond Meat and what I'm doing. Hey guys, Daniel here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Beyond Meat stock. Now, Beyond Meat is a company that I did a stock analysis video on a couple months ago. I came to the conclusion that this stock was pretty fairly valued where it was at that point at around 120 bucks. Well, since then, the stock has been on a massive run, and earlier today it was trading as high as $220 per share, as high as up 35% on the day. And this is on top of the massive run that we've been seeing with Beyond Meat over the past couple months here. I mean, just in the past month, the stock went from 110 bucks to over 220 earlier today. Now, it's kind of consolidated now. It's at around $185 per share. But in this video, I really want to talk about this partnership with Pepsi, how I think it's going to affect both Pepsi and Beyond Meat revenue-wise and valuation-wise. Does it really warrant a 20 or even 40% move in stock price? Now, here I've got a bit of an article that's going to explain what this partnership is and what it means for both Beyond Meat and Pepsi. PepsiCo and Beyond Meat on Tuesday unveiled a new joint venture to broaden the alternative food trend, introducing new plant-based snacks and beverages to shelves. The companies didn't reveal much about the new initiative, dubbed that Planet. That's pretty clever what they did there, in all caps, plant, but they just added the E there and it says Planet. Anyways, partnership, but said in a press release that it would leverage Beyond Meat's leading technology in plant-based protein development and PepsiCo's world-class marketing and commercial capabilities to create and scale new snack and beverage options. And it may be a while before consumers are able to enjoy the fruits of the partnership, with the Beyond Meat spokesperson telling Yahoo Finance the products are still in development. Together, we will increase accessibility to products that will inspire positive choices for both people and the planet. Financial terms were not disclosed, but Beyond Meat stock jumped at the opening bell, with investors piling into the healthy food trade that's gotten a boost from COVID-19 lockdowns. In recent years, the soda giant has jumped on the alternative food trend, steadily creating and buying health and wellness-related products. This includes Lay's oven-baked chips, Sabra snack cups, Alva ready-to-drink gazpacho, Quaker breakfast flats, and Gatorade juice. The company also acquired companies in the space like Bear Snacks, BFY Brands, maker of Popcorner Snacks, and SodaStream, which was acquired back in 2018 for $3.2 billion. In the company's third quarter earnings results, CEO Raymond LaGuarta cited a demand for this product as an environmentally friendly, convenient, at-home beverage system. Shares of Beyond Meat soared 30% in early trading, while shares of PepsiCo were flat. Now, this ending paragraph here really talks about the acquisitions that Pepsi made over the years. Do I think that Pepsi is going to acquire Beyond Meat possibly? Maybe. Is there a chance that it happens? I can't say there isn't. But for that to happen, Pepsi would want to get, or would need to get, into the meat, or in this case, the meat alternative, plant-based meat industry. Now, is this partnership going to mean something bigger in the future? It could, but at this moment, they still don't have any products, and Pepsi doesn't really know how well this is going to do. This leads me to my next point. We don't really know the terms of this contract and what products are going to be made. Like, what they've said right now is they've announced the partnership, Pepsi, Beyond Meat partnering. That's great. Everyone heard that, and the stock jumped 40%. But is that really warranted? Now, a partnership with Pepsi and Beyond Meat is huge, but then you really think about it. How big is the plant-based snack and beverage industry? I just want you guys to kind of think about it. How often do you snack on, let's say, plant or beef products? Just most of Pepsi's products are chips. Lay's, for example, variety of other chips or things like that. Chips don't really use plant-based or beef whatsoever. And beverages? I mean, that's kind of just something to think about. How often do you order a beef-based beverage or a beef-based snack? A lot of people like to snack on chips. Now, this puts into question the TAM opportunity for this space. Now, obviously, Beyond Meat is in a ever-expanding total addressable market of the plant-based meat industry, but how big could this really get? This is really the unknown with this partnership here, and we don't really know what's going to happen going forwards. Now, it sounds great that Beyond Meat and Pepsi are partnering, but again, we don't really know how big this is going to get. Now, this really leads me to my next point. This jump, in my opinion, wasn't totally warranted. A 40% jump in stock price on top of the massive run that it's had over the past few months here, in my opinion, isn't too worth it, especially given the fact that they haven't released any products with Pepsi yet. And given the fact that this might not really be such an exciting opportunity, I can kind of see why the stock has been cooling down over the day here. I mean, it's dropped a good amount. It was up at $220 and now it's trading under $190. So although it is still high, it has dropped a lot. And in my opinion, this jump would have been warranted if something like a McDonald's came out and said that instead of the McPlant, they're going to start using, on top of using Beyond Meat's product, they're going to call it the Beyond Burger. Now that would be absolutely huge, and I wouldn't expect anything short of a 50% move up on that news. But this partnership with Pepsi, in my opinion, wasn't really worth the jump that we've seen. And this leads me to my next point of high expectations. At $190 per share and a $12 billion market cap, Beyond Meat is going to have to execute very, very well over the next few earnings and over the next few years. If they somehow manage to miss earnings, you can expect a big drop in stock price like we saw a couple months ago. I mean, the pandemic is hitting Beyond Meat hard, and their revenues actually shrunk last quarter. And if that happens again, it would not surprise me whatsoever to see a 20 to 30% drop in stock price overnight. Now, again, high expectations. That's really what I think has come out of this situation here, and it's why I'm not buying at these levels. In my opinion, Beyond Meat's a good value at around $120, possibly $130, but not $190. I think this is where a lot of the risk comes into play with Beyond Meat. And although it is a great company, I don't really like buying something that has a risk of dropping 30% in one day. That being said, I recently did a stock analysis video on the Tattooed Chef, which is another plant-based meat company that operates in the frozen food market, which is a $50 billion industry in the US. Now, this company is trading at a much more attractive valuation than Beyond Meat, while also having more growth in an already profitable business model. Tattooed Chef here, a $1.8 billion market cap. Beyond Meat, $12.1 billion market cap. You can kind of see the disconnect there in price. And if we look at it, like in terms of analyst expectations with revenue growth, Tattooed Chef expected to grow 51.4% next year. And in terms of Beyond Meat here, we can see revenue growth of 49.2% next year. So Tattooed Chef is growing faster. And then we can also take a look at price to sales. Because although Beyond Meat is supposed to be somewhat profitable next year, it's nowhere near where I think they'll be in terms of profit margin 5 to 10 years down the road. So you really got to look at price to sales when valuing a lot of these growth companies. And although these are food companies, they are essentially trading at tech valuations because of their growth and potential going forwards. So Beyond Meat trading at a 30.19 price to sales, that's very expensive. And obviously people are making sense of that because of that 50% revenue growth. But if we look at Tattooed Chef here, we're going to see something very interesting. They're trading at a price to sales of 13.24. Keep in mind, Beyond Meat, over 30. So they're trading 60% less or 60% cheaper than Beyond Meat, although having more growth ahead of them. And keep in mind, this is, again, a profitable business model, great CEO, highly, growing in a great industry, and trading at a cheaper valuation. Now, I did an analysis on the Tattooed Chef a day or two ago. I'm going to make that the first link in the description. I really recommend you guys checking that out if you really want to see a possible another play in the plant-based meat industry, because I just can't bring myself to buy Beyond Meat at 186. Now, would I sell? Probably not. I think it's a hold at this price, and you really just got to handle the volatility with Beyond Meat. I mean, there's no doubt that this is a volatile stock. If we look at the chart here, it shot up to 250 bucks back in 2019, then went all the way down to like 40 bucks back in March. And now it's trading at 200 bucks per share. It's a very volatile stock. And you just got to prepare yourself to buy the dip whenever it does dip those significant amounts. Now, you don't really buy in the peaks. If you did, there was always a better opportunity that came. And especially at this rich valuation, I don't think there's a big risk of you missing out on a big opportunity. And I really recommend you guys checking out the Tattooed Chef, as in my opinion, it's a bit more of an exciting opportunity in terms of valuation, growth, and industry. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this. If you like this type of content, type of video, make sure to drop the like. Let me know what your thoughts are on Beyond Meat and the Tattooed Chef in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.